So, welcome to the third part of our video, talking about optical discs by my dad, who made them for Phillips and subsequent companies. So the quality was really high, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They used to scrap them for nothing.
Well, yeah, they got what they call, some companies call them clouds, we call them sticking stains. And it was just like a stain on the disc. Nothing to do with the playing of it.
Yeah.
But
it's cosmetic.
Cosmetic, they threw them away. And they grind the discs up. First they took the silver off, which was expensive.
Yeah.
Then they grind the disc off and used the granulates again. So it was all recycled.
A circular economy going on then. And security was really tight, and they used to do random searches. And they used to say to the technicals guys, you lot, if you're taking any CDs to the labs and you put them in your lab coats, don't walk out for your lunch or else it's instant dismissal. I know security was watertight.
Oh, yeah.
So years later, though, there was an interesting problem when I worked there. So this album, Anthrax, Persistence of Time, I bought this because they were making this when I worked there. So this was kind of a souvenir. And they'd just bought an automatic packing machine. And it was putting ever so slight teeth mark on the libretti. And I'll look close in this, I'm sure they're on this. And you could see the rubber wheel marks, and they were so quality conscious, they weren't letting them go. However, this was due for release the week after. So I remember an absolute panic with this packing machine just to get this album out. So they did, the quality did slip on that one. I mean, I bought this and I have noticed, you wouldn't notice it. You really wouldn't. But what come later, ironically on the same CD, is the dreaded. That side's all right. And that side's brown. Disc rot. So what parts of the component parts of this is tarnishing and going brown and rusty? It's rust, isn't it?
Yeah, how old is that disc?
That is.
I could have told you once over because there's a code on it.
That came out, must have been 1990.
Yeah, well, I wash my hands of that because this is the first time in the last couple of days my son's actually talked about disc rot. I didn't know anything about it. This came well after I'd retired.
And I know a lot of record companies had a no quibble return. I must see if this plays actually. Put my money where my mouth is. However, these, it's still silver. It tended to be certain manufacturers, and so it says in the middle. It actually says made in UK by PDO.
Yeah, we're the worst of the lot, I think.
Yeah, I think you were the first manufacturer to suffer it, and I believe you nipped it in the bud. You changed the type of metal you put on, so it wasn't doing this. And another thing that I don't know if it's true. This is in a traditional jewel case, and it has been since I bought it. But the old CD singles used to go in a cardboard case.
They did,
and they said don't keep them in the cardboard because the reaction. I don't know. I took all mine out of the cardboard case and put them in jewel cases. But it is interesting after all these years. Disc rot.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of old wives' tales how to prevent it. This has been stored in a dry environment, and it's still got it. So it is part of the manufacturing. The components used, isn't it? It's nothing to do with the manufacturing, the quality, and this will have come out perfect in the factory. It's just over time.
Yeah, they were inspected. I mean, like I said, a lot were scrapped just because of the cosmetic value.
Oh, I used to see the scrap disc skip.
Yeah,
you used to pull them out, and you go, nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
and somebody go, well, can you see? What? And it was mainly about how they applied the labels. That was probably the riskiest part of the process. These are right because it's a paper label, but printing, that's what used to cause most faults. I remember.
That's right, yeah.
And so it's odd that I remember when this came in, this new technology, and now it's completely died a death. and vinyl's come back. I believe there's still a collector's market for these. CDs, you know, if you want CDs, go to a charity shop. There's millions of them. I'm glad I kept all mine, and you know, I still play them and still got them all sat on a shelf. So, thanks very much to Tony, my dad, for talking throughout his career and CDs and 12-inch laser discs. There was all sorts of other types, weren't there? There was CD video you made, and 10-inch discs. Also, and some were gold, some were. I think Phillips probably overstretched a bit, and some of the technology, CDI, that nobody at all bought.
That's right.
So when computer games come out,
you forget talking about piracy.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad. Every disc that we made had what they called an IPFI code on it, and somebody ring me up from one of our guys in America would ring up. Can you tell me where this disc was made? And I had a log of everything.
Yeah.
I could tell him which machine it was made on and what day it was made. So but there was a lot of piracy going on. People like in the garages making them.
When CD burners come out, yeah,
yeah.
And it's a shame, these everybody needs paying, from the printing company that makes the libretti to the jewel cases to PDO, subsequent companies who actually physically made the discs, and you made 10p a disc, and
at some point, we did do that. So
and they were in the shops for £15. I think back in the 80s and 90s.
They were expensive. For a box set, very expensive.
But if you got a run on them, I believe one of the German plants made nothing but Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon for months, and you had big runs.
Well, you could make some money then, couldn't you?
Yeah. And interesting times, and I'd love to know how many. I must look it up how many CDs there are in the world. Have you any idea how they make the maximum production? How many CDs did they make in Blackburn in a year that went out to market? Is it untold or?
Well, I have no idea. I won't like to put a figure on it because it's just unbelievable. The stuff that was coming in and going out. All the granulate was coming in from abroad.
Yeah. Big
tankers full of granulate. Twice a week. So I have no idea how many were actually made. We weren't the only ones making them, by the way.
The other plants and other plants around the world. So great stuff. So thanks very much for sharing your career history and all things about this. So thanks very much. Thanks for talking to us.
Okay, you're welcome.